Have you heard of the parable of the sower? Jesus talks about how a farmer went out to sow his seed. While in doing so, some of the seeds fell out and were scattered in different places. Some fell along the path, and the birds came up and ate it. Some fell on rocky places where it did not have much soil. It sprang up quickly because the soil was shallow, but when the sun came up, the plants were scorched, and they withered because they had no root. Other seed fell among thorns, which grew and choked the plants so that they did not bear grain. Still other seed fell on good soil. It came up, grew, and produced a crop, some multiplying 30, some 60, some 100 times. A quick explanation, if you don't understand, is that the farmer sows the word. Some people are like the seed scattered on the ground. As soon as they hear the word, Satan takes the word that was sown in them away. Some people are like the seeds that were scattered in the rocky places. They hear the word and immediately are filled with joy, but since they had no root, they last only a short time. When trouble or persecution comes because of the word, they fall quickly away. Still others, like the seeds sown among the thorns, hear the word, but the worries of this life, the deceitfulness of wealth, and the desire of other things come in and choke the word, making it unfruitful. Others, like the seed sown on good soil, hear the word, accept it, and produce a crop some 30, some 60, some 100 times what was sown. This is what Jesus explained to his disciples when they asked for an explanation. This parable is Mark 4. Jesus also talks about more parables in this passage. Like the lamp on the stand, he said to them, "Do you bring in a lamp to put it under a bowl or a bed? Instead, don't you put it on its stand? For whatever is hidden is meant to be disclosed, and whatever is concealed is open. If anyone has ears, let them hear. Consider carefully what you hear." He continued, "With the measure you use, it will be measured to you, and even more. Whoever has will be given more. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them." Another is the parable of the mustard seed. Again he said, "What shall we say the kingdom of God is like, or what parable shall we use to describe it? It is like a mustard seed, which is the smallest of all seeds on the earth. Yet when planted, it grows and becomes the largest of all garden plants, with such big branches that the birds can perch in its shade." The last parable in Mark 4 is the parable of the growing seed. He also said, "This is what the kingdom of God is like. A man scatters seed on the ground. Night and day, whether he sleeps or gets up, the seed sprouts and grows, though he does not know how. All by itself, the soil produces the grain, first the stalk, then the head, then the full kernel in the head. As soon as the grain is ripe, he puts the sickle to it, because the harvest has come." That's all I wanted to share today. Remember to keep reading God's good word. Have a blessed Sabbath.